Behavioral questions. This is lesson 2 of class 3. In this lesson, we will review the best practices for answering behavioral questions, the most common and most important behavioral questions, and the importance of asking good questions post-interview. Background. The Warren Fox Group defines behavioral questions as any interview question that evaluates the candidate's prior behavior, current behavior, or future suggested behavior based on a hypothetical situation. Prior behavior. Evaluation of prior actions and experiences that relate to the position's core roles and responsibilities. Example questions could include, walk me through your resume. Describe a time when you had to exhibit leadership, teamwork, working under a tight timeline, etc. Current behavior. Evaluation of current actions and experiences that relate to the position's core roles and responsibilities. Example questions could include, why do you want to work in investment banking? Why do you want to work for Bank X? What are the roles and responsibilities at your current position? What classes are you currently enrolled in? What extracurricular activities do you participate outside of work? Future suggested behavior. Evaluation of the candidate's suggested behaviors when asked to address a future hypothetical situation. Example questions could be, how would you simultaneously handle 2 client requests at once? How would you respond to an unethical client ask? How would you address an employee who is in disagreement with your management style? Helpful tips. During behavioral interviews, deal team members are trying to assess if the candidate has relatable experience to support the job's core skill set, while also trying to determine a character fit. Therefore, the candidate needs to touch on relatable past and current experiences, show humility, always be honest, and have strong reasonings why they want to be an investment banker at Bank X. In conclusion, the keys to success in a behavioral interview are multifaceted. Clearly be able to answer any questions on why you want to join investment banking and why you want to join Bank X and why you want to join Group Z. Clearly be able to speak on past roles and be able to provide quick examples of relevant work experiences. Clearly be able to provide examples of past experiences that highlight leadership, teamwork, and overcoming adversity. Review of essential behavioral questions. There are potentially hundreds, if not thousands, of behavioral questions that could be asked during an interview. The Warren Fox Group will cover the most common and most important behavioral questions that candidates will most likely encounter. The most common behavioral questions include, why investment banking? Why Bank X? Why do you want to work in Group X? Important supplemental behavioral questions include, what are your hobbies outside of work? What is your biggest weakness? And then situational questions, which aren't that common or important, but we'll go over a few. Give me a time when you faced adversity. Give me a time when you assumed a leadership position. Give me a time when you had to juggle multiple tasks at once, facing a time constraint. Why investment banking? This is arguably the most important behavioral question during the entire interview process, and it is a question that all candidates will receive. This question asks the candidate to tell his or her story. The answer to this question is unique to each person, but the candidate should consider including a few of the following elements. Element 1, client-focused. Practitioners advise clients during their most important business events and interface with clients on a very regular basis. Therefore, the candidate needs to clearly show enjoyment for client-facing work and helping people achieve their financial goals and a desire to advise on corporate-level objectives. Element number 2, team-focused. M&A and capital markets investment bankers work on deal teams. Therefore, the candidate needs to clearly show enjoyment for team-oriented work and a desire and interest to collaborate with others on difficult tasks. Element number 3, markets-focused. Practitioners are considered to be capital markets experts and are expected to offer expert-level advisory. Therefore, the candidate should show interest in broader financial topics such as the stock market, monetary policy, or global macroeconomics. Element 4, enjoys the investment banking lifestyle. Practitioners, especially at the junior level, work in tremendously high-stress, high-energy environments. Therefore, the candidate should show desire or at least a willingness to work on intense deliverables under pressure and time constraints. Why investment bank X? This question pertains to specific characteristics of a particular bank. The candidate needs to convey an understanding of the bank's position within the marketplace and what makes the bank unique relative to other investment banks. The candidate needs to conduct background research on the investment bank and should consider including the following elements in his or her answer. 1, bank culture. Large banks, the candidate should recognize its national or regional brand. At smaller banks, the candidate should have a clear understanding of the bank's industry niche or specific transactional services. Element 2, bank size. At large banks, highlight the desire to work on bigger transactions with bigger deal teams on more publicly recognizable deals such as massive mergers or IPOs. At smaller banks, highlight a desire to work on smaller transactions that require smaller deal teams, usually with private clients. Also mention a desire to cover deals from pitch to close and a desire to work on earlier stage and founder-led companies. Element number 3, industry sector. The candidate should be familiar with the bank's tombstones and previous deal activity, be able to comment on previous deal flow. By speaking on the bank's previous deals as a reason for wanting to work at Bank X, the candidate should achieve 2 objectives there. The first one is it shows the interviewer that the candidate is well aware of the bank's activity, and it also compliments the interviewer on his or her previous work. Why do you want to work in Group X? For this question, let's consider the differences between M&A advisory and capital markets advisory. An M&A deal involves a full sale of a company, whereas a capital markets deal or a capital raise involves the injection of debt or equity, which is executed for a wide variety of purposes. The candidate should be able to touch on a few key points when addressing this question. M&A advisory. M&A deals are arguably the most intense deal type from a diligence and execution perspective. M&A deals have the ability to truly transform the operations of the businesses and the lives of the employees working there. Capital markets. Capital markets deals are less intense from a diligence perspective. Capital markets deals could range in their involvement from massive refinancing of public companies to very early stage venture raises for technology startups. Capital markets bankers focus either in ECM, DCM, or both. Supplemental behavioral questions. What are your hobbies outside of work? So, although this question seems easy, the candidate needs to be strategic and utilize questions that touch on hobbies that can highlight accomplishments outside of work and personal interests that have direct relevance to investment banking skill sets. You should focus on a few points. College athletics. That's a big one. This demonstrates how the candidate is team-focused, competitive, efficient, good at time management, and able to handle high-stress situations. It also demonstrates that the candidate has successfully rose to the top of his or her respective discipline and competed at very high levels. Leadership experience, also another big one. Those who exhibit leadership skills showcase an ability to manage not only themselves but others. Leadership positions are usually a result of promotion or election, meaning that candidates who assume leadership positions have been recognized for their excellence by both their peers and their superiors. Entrepreneurial experiences. Exhibiting legitimate entrepreneurial experiences early on in a career showcases a candidate's ability to materialize an idea, discover and fix a pain point, and service customers and employees. Entrepreneurs who have firsthand experiences with a wide range of real-world business activities such as marketing, finance, business development, and cash management. These are things that you'll probably be advising on throughout the corporate life cycle of a company, especially if you work with smaller clients. What is your biggest weakness? This is a trap question, meaning that there's no wrong answer, but an improper response could have severe negative repercussions. To answer this question properly, candidates should avoid total arrogance and total oblivion. Things to try to avoid. Total arrogance. The candidate should not respond with, I do not have weakness, or my weakness is that I'm a perfectionist. Both are answers that interviewers do not want to hear, especially interviewers who are also junior bankers themselves. Junior bankers do not want to hear that the incoming analyst who they'll be working with on a day-to-day basis is perfect. It's a major eye roller. Total oblivion. Candidates should also show situational awareness and not provide an answer that would disqualify their candidacy. Candidates should not insinuate that their weakness is a particular skill needed on a day-to-day basis as an investment banker. Stay away from saying things as, my weakness is finance, accounting, or economics. Potential answers. What are your hobbies outside of work? For example, my hobby is swimming. I was a scholarship athlete at Tulane University for 4 years, and during my senior year, I was selected as a team captain. Or you could say something like, I really liked following the stock market. As a sophomore in college, I joined our school student managed fund. I mostly covered healthcare stocks my first 2 years, and then as a senior, I became a chief investment officer and had oversight over the entire portfolio. What is your biggest weakness? An example answer could be, my biggest weakness is computer programming. I am really novice in my understanding of R, but I recently took an econometrics class in hopes that I can strengthen my skill set. Questions from the candidate. Background. The importance of candidate questions. Asking questions is a major part of the banker's day-to-day job. For example, due diligence is required when screening potential clients, underwriting current mandates, and preparing internal memos on relevant industry participants. Remember, the questions that a candidate asks reveal a lot about the candidate during the interview process. Interviewers need to make important decisions on hundreds of candidates with only a little bit of face time for each candidate. In some cases, the questions the candidate asks can be the most memorable portion of the interview. Therefore, the candidate needs to be strategic. The candidate's questions should help the interviewer have a clearer grasp on the candidate's attitude and overall persona. The candidate should focus on questions that complement work habits and intellectual curiosity, and never ask questions that expose an alternative motive. Questions to ask and not to ask. Good questions to ask. So what makes an incoming analyst most successful at Bank X? What traits do you look for in a candidate? What can I do right now to most effectively shorten my learning curve for this role? What is the biggest hurdle for an incoming analyst and how do they overcome it? Bad questions to ask. What are the hours like at Bank X? What is the pay like at Bank X? Can I work from home on Fridays? Do analysts get protected weekends? Thank you for tuning in to this lesson, and we look forward to seeing you at the next lesson, in which we will cover technical questions.